Hello. Hi.
Hi!
Hello, everybody.
May hapon!
And welcome back to Hulma and Friends.
Episode 2!
Episode 2.
Yeah!
Well, if you were here last time, just a quick recap, if you remember, or, maybe you're new here. If you're new here, then welcome. We love
Come.
Cebuano literature here.
Yeah, Cebu!
Yes. So for last week, we had the theme of educated. Last week, oh my God.
Last month!
Last episode. Anyway, for last episode, we had the theme of empowering women and educators. And this month, well, you could probably tell everything we got going on. This month, our theme is spooky. And we're aware that Halloween just passed. But you know what? You know what's even spookier than mythology and legends? You know what's even spookier?
What is?
Contemporary issues.
That's real.
Right?
That is the most terrifying thing that we can find in the horror genre, actually.
Right? Contemporary issues. Turmoil within yourself. That's even spookier. So, we'd like to thank, once again, Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel.
Woo! Paglátag!
Can we get a clap from our audience? Audience! We'd like to thank Cebu Palmgrass Heritage Hotel again for giving us this opportunity to do our poetry reading.
Letting us host here again and giving an avenue for young Cebuano writers to show what they're made of.
Like us, like all the people here. We love Cebuano literature, guys.
Yeah.
So before we start with this month's extremely spooky theme of contemporary issues. Oh my God.
So
Like, that is something that can really scare you. Because it's like not just in the page, right? It's in your real life. That's
in the
real.
world.
It's right
Real.
now. So, before we talk about that, speaking on contemporary issues, we actually have some Cebuano literature that we want to show you guys.
yeah, woo!
We have all of these books here at Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel, but you can buy them. Lots of really good stuff. Look, Idol Adonis Dorado. Oh my God. Idol Simeon Dum Jr.
That's Idol.
Idols. These are so good, guys. You should totally come here,
And
right?
read.
Yeah.
Reading.
Actually, you come here, you're not into Cebu lit that much. You come here, you look at these books, not even just these books. There's
More
so much
books
books
at the
here,
side.
so much free reading.
Literally.
You wanna get into Cebu lit? This is the
This
place,
is where to
guys.
start.
This is the place.
Yeah.
And if you want to support us, the Hulma kids, we got
Chapbook, what? Made by the very own Hulma USC SHS Creative Writing Club.
right.
Wow.
It's a book full of our own writings.
So
we got poetry.
amazing.
We got
Poetry
C and
in different languages.
Yeah.
English,
And Cebuano.
And Tagalog. Whoa!
Right. Whoa!
They've never done that before, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
First.
Not like this episode, which is the second episode.
So amazing.
Yeah. So, keep updated. Follow the socials. Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel on Facebook. And you can follow us, Hulma, on Facebook too. So you can keep track of all of this good stuff we got going on.
Exactly.
Right?
So,
So, now that we got that, we would like to
introduce the first batch of poets who will perform. Maminauta.
Yeah. So, our first poet we're going to introduce today is Starmy Claire Robledo from STEM 12 S2. Everybody, woo!
Pamakpak mo! Yeah!
Di jud nako malimtan. Di jud nako malimtan. Ang ako ang kabataan. Kami nga walo sa gamay na balong-balong na balay, sikit, pobre, pero malipayon. Di jud nako malimtan ang among mga kinaon, asinraog initubig, sayo sa kadlawon. Di jud nako malimtan, sayo sa buntag, butabang kay mama, mamaligya sa carbon, ang among mga paninda na sa dalan, dali-dali og hipos, kay dakpon niya sa kapulisan. Di jud nako malimtan, wala kaayo pulos ang pitaka, kay way kabutngan nga kwarta. Tungod ana, daginuton pa ang sanina, bisan git-kit-kit sa mga ilaga. Di jud nako malimtan. Nagsabot kami sa akong manghod, nabukon ang yutan kolono na duwaan para matimbang. Pero pagkakibaw ni Papa, nadawat namo ang iyang kasaba. Di jud nako malimtan. Dili igsapayan nga kami walay mga libro. Ang mga storya ni Papa sa una, kanunay ang pinakamaayo. Di jud nako malimtan. Giingnan nako si Papa. Buon nang kog eskwela aron manarbaho, pero gibawalan ko tungod dapat mahuman jud nako ang kolehiyo. Di jud nako malimtan ang adlaw na nawala na si Papa. Nabaguhan sa kamingaw, nahugno ang akong kasing-kasing, ug nihunong ang kalibutan. Akong amahan nga puno og kinabuhi, karon wala na. Kinahanglan magpadayon, bisan nagdisod ko og tan-aw tungod sa kangitngit. Bisan nagguba na ang akong kalibutan. Bisan ang kakapoy walay katapusan. Padayon gihapon kay ako ang ilang gisaligan sa pagplano sa lubong ug himo sa mga desisyon. Sunod sa mga katuigan, naningkamot kami alang sa mas maayong ugma. Bisag wala na si Mama ug Papa, ilang bili ako ipasa sa akong mga anak, mga kani di jud nako malimtan.
Woo! Woo! Mayuha!
Thank you. And for our next poet, that's you. Introducing Adam Gaviola from Humes 12E. Woo!
Go Adam!
Hello.
Go, Adam!
Wait. This is my poem. Excuse me. I have a cough. It's called Yearning Soul. The vultures are waiting for us as we slowly melt along the heated sky. They pick and pry without telling us why, where in the end we are left to rot and die. We are like rats, shrouded by darkness, condemned by our skin and yearning. I am no different from an animal. I move without meaning, I act without thinking, I grieve without feeling. Part by part, piece by piece, color to color, shattered, falling apart like an unsolved puzzle block. You live a life people desire, while I'm merely a character in your movie who soliloquizingly admires. Prominent yet ungrateful, you've drowned yourself deep beneath excuse me, your shadow. I swallowed a seed that never dies, constantly growing inside me. I'm too blue to deliver a tight shoe. You, the aware, who wouldn't dare? To a notion caused by an informal emotion, blatant but non-redundant. A feeling that we long for are all liars that are known for. The sweet taste of sugar deceives us. I breathe an innocent air that slowly kills me. Ruptured by dopamine, with a ruptured reality, Words made in my head cannot come out of my mouth. What I yearn to speak, I swallow. That's all. Thank you.
Woo! Okay, stay here. Can you come also here? Woo! Thank you to our first two poets of today's episode. Can you give them a clap, audience? Woo! So we're just gonna do a little interview, just like we did in the first episode, you know. Try to get some insight. So, since our theme this month is about, you know, spooky issues like contemporary issues, the most spooky of them all, because you can't really avoid them. Can you guys tell us some thoughts about why you chose the topics that you did to speak about for your poems?
So, ang ako ang theme is poverty, and I chose that topic kay it's so rampant here in the Philippines and it needs to be addressed. And I think some laws like put them into a disadvantage from having a better life.
Uh, my theme focuses about like people being left like street children or like people that are left by the government, because like being left, I believe that being left is very scary, and like I always notice this every time I commute and I see people on the streets. They're all left alone, and they don't know what to. They don't like. It's like they don't have a direction in their life. That's why I chose this poem, because like they're like yearning something. Like they want to find something in their lives, and yeah, that's why I chose my topic.
Sa inyong mga balak, how do you think you portrayed the theme? Like maybe with metaphors or imagery or kanang imong choice sa words, ingana.
So, ako ra siya get from my experience, and I try to put myself in their shoes. And I also have like some sources, like I interviewed some people who experienced them firsthand, like my mom, and she shared me iyahang mga experiences kani sa kato sa una o sa ilang mga kalisod, and I really empathize with her and for the other people who experience the same. And yeah.
I got mine. Excuse me. My poem, I got the creativity mostly from what I see, as I said, when I commute. But mostly because I also love reading poems, especially Sylvia Plath. She's a widely known poet, and I got my creativity from her because like she is a big inspiration for me as a poet, because I can understand the creativity that she writes in her poem, and to me that I got the creativity, and yeah, a big inspiration for me.
So is there like a part of your poem, maybe a line or a few words in it, that you think you really want to leave with your readers or your listeners in this case? Like, is there a part that you really want to stick out and for your audience to think about, even once they move on with their lives from past like today even, you know?
So I think the line is one of the things that I think is the title, Di Jud Nako Malimtan, because it makes you go back to your roots and where you came from. And mahuna-una dyan ni mo ba nga, tungod sa akong naagian sa akong kinabuhi kay this made me the person who I am today. So I am stronger, I am a better person, and I learned a lot from my past experiences, and this drives me to do better in life so that for a better future.
I guess a specific line of my poem would be the vultures, where they stride along the heated sky and they pick and pry without telling us why. Because I guess that I think based on my understanding, it means like there are kanang people that take advantage of other people, and like I use the vulture as metaphor as those people that take advantage of people that have no idea that they're being taken advantage of. And to me it speaks a lot, because like you don't know you're being used as an advantage, and then they don't even tell you anything, and you're just using you. So yeah, that would be it.
So Namoy ganahan ni pang-ingon, like, to the people watching ba, like, about your theme or about, like, what your poem is about, ingana?
Well, di ba ang theme kay poverty? So, I think that it's important to spread awareness, nga, especially to those people who come from privilege, and to say that, and then to not take what you have for granted, because other people would really die to take their, or like have the same lifestyle as them. Like they don't have to worry about whether they will have food for this evening or dinner or lunch, and then not have to look for scraps sa mga trashes. Kay based on my experiences, kanang makakita ko sa mga kilid-kilid sa daan, sa street, nga na ay mga luik yung mga bata mag tanaw-tanaw sila sa mga trashes niya, ang kanang dapat gud sa Jollibee dito sa Metro Carbon or kunon ba to, pero nakakita ko bata nga kanang contented ra sila sa leftover, kay at least di ba na sila makaon. Yeah, and always and to be kind to other people, because you don't know their situation.
Excuse me. Well, for me, it would be always be kind to everyone and every aspect, because like because on the topic of my poem is like about people who aren't being known, or like left, people who are left. So like in every interaction, like every day, or people you don't know, you might meet someone and they might want to talk to you. You wouldn't know what's their story or what's their background behind them. So I guess it would be, be always kind and be nice to everyone.
Thank you guys. You guys have some really good insights on your poem, and I'm sure our audience, both here live and watching our FB live, really like hearing insights, directly from the poets.
So these are very thoughtful answers, especially with the themes that you guys have, the contemporary issues that are the horrors that we do really want to shed light on. Kay murag importante jud kaayo niya sa uban gipasagdan ra bitaw unya, even though kanang uncomfortable jud ang topic, kailangan jud nato i-aware atong kaugalingon ingana.
So, to everybody listening here live and from our live audience, we are going to take a little intermission. And before we do, you should probably, grab some snacks, grab something to drink. If you're here today, or if you want to come anytime this month, we actually have a cocktail of the month, Santilmo. Well, I wouldn't tell you if it's good or not, because I can't drink cocktails yet, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's good.
Yeah.
And we have a cake and smoothie of the month too.
Diwata.
Woo! So we're gonna have a brief intermission, and actually, our brief intermission is going to be by
This man
Our
himself, he's already here in the front.
Woo! Everybody clap for Adam!
Adam! Woo!
Hello. The song is called Lover Boy. Darling, I've got my trust issues. Why don't you stay away? Yeah, if we meet at the rendezvous, take me away. Darling, I've got my trust issues. Why don't you stay away? the streets all through the night, searching for the ones who make me right, wondering if she's the shade of you, and if so, should I try to see it through? Darling, I've got my trust issues. Why don't you stay away? If we meet at the rendezvous, meet me away someday. Toys may fill my heart with joy. Have no peace when I'm your lover boy. I'll be your school soul, silver and gold, desire. Friends on fire, call me darling, I've got my trust issues, wanting you to stay away. If we meet at the rendezvous, take me somewhere. Darling, I've got my trust issues, wanting you to stay away. If we meet at the rendezvous, take me away somewhere.
Whoa! Mayuhang aram From kuan poetry performance and interview to band. What?
Woo!
So brave, right, Aryan?
Right, I could never. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had that intermission to, go get some food, get some water, because we're back.
So for November the Eye, guys, here at Palmgrass, nami upcoming events. Because it's General Arcadio Maximum's birthday sa Nobyembre 13, we will celebrate Mithin ni Maximum with historian and archaeologist Dr. Robert Sirenas Bersales. Woo! Yeah, 3 days after that, natay extemporaneous speech contest. How do General Maximum's ideals live on in today's modern-day heroes? Wow. On November 16, 2024, just 3 days after his birthday.
So you can see that we got a lot of stuff going on here at Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel.
Yup. And for the second batch of poets, naatagikan sa STEM 12 S2. So let's welcome them. First, we have Theophila Abano. Woo!
So guys, the title of my poem is Ang Bunal ni Mama. So, makahinumdum ko sa una, patulgon pa kog sayo ni Mama, kay dili daw ko niya paduwaon, o dili na ako siya tumanon. Makahinumdum ko sa una, kilid sa amua, dagan kay punuan sa mangga, pero karon gihimo na nilagay sa besyemento sa usa ka dako ng kumpanya. Makahinumdum ko sa una, dito sa kilid na dapit, dito pa mi nagaduwa sa akong mga barkada, pero karon ngadto sa kilid na dapit, gihimo na nilaglabayanan og basura. Paspas kayo ang oras, pareho sa kapaspas sa mga panahon na nilabay. Mga lingaw ug aligre na mga panghitabo sa mga kabatan-una na ang gilabay. Daghan ng mga bata karon ang wala kasuway kung sa Jude ang tinuod na kalipay. Pareha sa kalipay na makatkat ka sa tumoy sa sambag na kahoy. Pipilasad sa mga bata karon ang nabunala na sa kahoy sa hagunoy. Makahinumdum ko sa una. Nagahuna-huna pa ko kung maunsa ko ako madaga na, pero karon nadagan ako. Ganahan na lang ako ibalik ang panahon na akong problema, kaya mutakas siya ni Mama. Dire sa akong kinalasa na talata, ganahan ako isulti dire kung unsa ko kalingaw katong ako pay bata. Makahinumdum ko sa una. Daghan kog hilak na itabo, kay dili ko nala pabawson sa tago-taguan, pero karon ang inato nakalipay maunay nataguan. Kung tagaan kong tsansa na makabalik unsa orasa, dito ko mabalik panahon na akong problema kay ang bunal ra ni Mama.
Oh, what a nice poem. So, sunod, we will let Riab Kunhuran perform her spoken poem. Everyone clap. Woo! Woo!
Kinabuhi o pisi. Kumusta ka? Usa ka pangutanang karaan. Usa ka pangutanang pwede mo usab sa tanan. Kaysa punto nga ikaw muuu apan ikaw mismo dili sigurado ang tanan magdahom og motoo. Kada alas 3 sa kadlawon, magahulat pa kanus adukaon. Nagunahuna asa dapit ang sakit og lisod dawaton. Mga kabatan-unan karon, pisi dayon ang makitang solusyon. Nabalaka sa mga butang-butang, mga pulong ug pagpatinaw nga masabtan apan dili kinahanglan pugso ng usa ka tawo aron ikaw dawaton. Dili kinahanglan pugso ng usa ka tawo aron ikaw dawaton. Og higugmaon. Ayaw bag-uha ang imong kaugalingon aron lamang ang ubang tawo makauyon. Sa upat ka suok ni ining kwarto, lain-laing kasaba, singgit og hagawhaw ang akong madunggan kada gabi. Kinabuhi ba o pisi? Gikan nako dinhi. Laban lang o buhi na lang. Naginusara sama sa bulan sa langit. Sama sa bulan anaa sa tunga sa kangitngit. Apan naghatag og kahayag sa ngitngit nga dapit paglaom sa tanang mga kasakit. Mga makabuluhang pulong sa ginikanan na limtan na tungod sa mga kasakit nga naagian. Sama sa pagsalob sa adlaw, ang paglaom na hanaw, mga pangandoy ming panaw. Nganong sila paman, ang rason nganong ako nasakitan, nganong ako paman, ang nabundakan sa kabug at sa kalibutan, nganong ingani ang tanan, lisod takasan, dili dali solusyonan. Kitang tanan nakahibalo, dili tanan dawat sa tanang tao, bisan paman gani pamilya kininimo. Apan anaa kay sama nako, anda mo salo, og mukumusta nimo. Sa punto nga ikaw talikdan sa kalibutan, og tan-aw nimo hanap og gubot na ang tanan, huna-huna ang nga naay pagsubang sa adlaw. Pangita ang kalinaw, kalingaw, ayaw ang kamingaw. Kinabuhi, ayaw kini sayang-sayangi og pasagdi, tungod sa mga problemang dili masulti, kay ang pisi dili solusyon kung ikaw kapuyon, ug putlo na lang ang kaugmaon kay para nimo mas sayon. Lisod apan kayanon, matulog apan mubangon, pagtuo, paglaom, o gugmang putli. Kinabuhi, dili pisi.
Wow, kabugat! So, for the last aninga segment, we have Miles Loretero. Everyone clap! Woo!
So my poem's title is A Romanticist's Confession. I confess my body is creaking, my bones hurt and my soul is drained, but I feel none of the pain. The adrenaline is high and I am numb. Sweet pressure fills me to the brim and I have no time for pain. But in all honesty, what got me going was you. Knowing you are there, longing for your warmth and the presence of your heart. How I long to be beside you, for peace is where you're at. That's all.
Whoa. So, karon we will have the interview segment sa mga poets.
Come here, guys.
Get comfortable.
Ikaw, Dili.
So, ang akong first nga pangutana kay, unsa inyong main inspiration sa inyong mga balak?
Of course, for me, it's my personal experiences, especially during its creation, where I was at my lowest, and I feel like, what if I write something about this kind of feeling where other people's often got invalidated, of course, because it is the most unseen things, is the battle within ourselves, especially, no? And it was such a good timing, ra, kay it wasn't planned to write it, and I didn't even think na, oh my gosh, next day is the deadline of this na. I just write whatever I kanang ma-feel nako that time, and I started with one line, nganong sila pa man ang rason nganong ako nasakitan.
Okay, so the inspiration behind my poem was a writing prompt that I read off TikTok, that I listened off TikTok. It was about this man who, it's one of those IATA ones, where he was so obsessed with this childhood crush he had that with his obsession, he thought to possess her. And then he had these, he was convicted of a crime for murder because he literally took the heart of this person he wanted and put it in a jar beside his bed. It was that.
So, ang inspiration sa akong poem is like, kanang before, katong bata pa ko is kanang like, kanang, I'm really happy nga ako to nasuwat kaya ako siya nga express akong feeling katong bata pa ko kay nakuan dyan ako, na-compare na ako na mas nindot ang akong problem sa una, wala pa siya katunga karon nga based akong title, ang bunal ni mama kay dito ra ako nakuhunaan na mas okay pa na inato ra akong problema kaysa karon kay kato inato na time wala jud ko nag-expect nagdali ko kanang dako ato kay gusto ko na dali na ako makabot ang akong mga dreams pero murag layo daghan siya problema face una nimo maabot imong gusto nga tuan and mao na ang
So the next question I'd like to ask you is there something with the themes of your writing that you really want your listeners, in this case, to think about? Like even after the poetry show is over, is there something you want to leave behind with your audience?
Of course, when I write, my poem, it's not just about like, oh my gosh, because I have to do this, I have to write this. I really made sure that it will be timeless. It will remind people that they're not alone, because sometimes we just like sugarcoat our responses, or like, okay raman ko, like when some like diba, it's kanang we started the conversation often na, uy, kumusta naman ka? Ano, then you respond like simply, okay ako, and then we don't even know like when we're okay. So I really wanted to show and the readers that they're not alone. And then I want to remind them that sometimes other people's struggle is greater than their own. And then it's not just that na kanang invalidated ilang feelings na like kanang, oh, mas daghan man ang nag-struggle pa kaysa sa ako . So the day ko pwede mo maka-feel ani, but no, I want to remind them that even if it's kanang murag simple ra siya nga problema, but like it affects you a lot, especially if it's a battle within yourselves, because like sometimes you don't know when what to do, and then I want to show what I feel pod na you're not alone with this, and then of course that I want to show them that kumusta ka is not a simple question. It is something you are answering an unknown feeling.
So a takeaway is since I wrote this poem out of like how disturbed I got from what I read or listened. I want people to think that you cannot love someone mindlessly. So that when you start like falling for someone or you have these romantic feelings for someone, it's always best to put on a logical thinking, and because you might do things you'd regret. Like the one in that I read, he got so obsessed, killed his childhood crush, and then was convicted later because he confessed. Anyway, so yeah, when you love, don't love too mindlessly. Don't be deluded by your own grandiose delusions and whatnot.
So, wait lang. Unsa gito question, sorry.
Is there anything that you want the listeners to think about even after today? Something you want to leave with them from your poem?
Yeah. So akong kuan kay like a lot of children karon na like muragay ka na dili na nila ma-enjoy ang childhood kay tungod sa advance sa today niya. Ako lang makuan is same sad sa akong experience sa una nga murag dili na ko wala ko naghuna-huna sa tuon ako mas lingaw ang akong future before kay kanang tuon ako mas daghan kong mabuhat pero sakto jud ang giingon sa mga elders na enjoy sa ang childhood kay dili na nimo ma-feel, dili na nimo mabalik ang panahon, and most na akong gustong isulti sa mga like new generation na they should enjoy their childhood kay dili jud siya mabalik, and muna sa martial team sa akong story is reminiscing kay like bisag na ako karon gusto na ko ibalik ang before nga dili na mamalik.
Wow. So, ang sunod na ako nga pangutana kay naabay linya or like kanang metaphors inyong balak nga murag para nimo it's so kanang full of emotion jud and you really put kanang a lot of thought into it, something like that.
As I've mentioned earlier, no, I started writing my poem with the line, "Nganong sila pa man ang rason nganong ako nasakitan." It's because sometimes there's this people na you can't hurt them or you can't talk back to them that way or treat them bad because they're so important. They're just so important in your life, and so I want to illustrate in my poem, and it's because I think because I write the poem with a starting a sense of urgency and introspection, illustrating how life can feel like a fragile balancing act, like if this struggle is worth fighting for. So I started with nganong sila pa man ang rason nganong ako nasakitan, nganong ako pa man ang nabundakan sa kabugat sa kalibutan, because sometimes it's that's the line na we often kanang ma-remember nato dayon kanang maingon nato ma-question nato sa to self, especially if kanang nag-breakdown na jud ko na maghila ko nganong ako pa may nasakitan ing ani, nganong sila pa man ang rason, nganong siya pa man ang rason ing ana nga masakitan ko ing ani. They're my let's just say sometimes they're my colleagues, they're my best friends, they're my friends, they're my family, but like why did they treat me like this? Murag mao na ang pinaka-point gid sa ako ang poem kay especially the people that we think we can hold or we can lean to kay marag sila pa ang reason nga masakitan ka, and then masakit if like those people ang mo target nimo or makapasakit nimo because they know you, they know where to target you, where's your weakness, what's your weakness.
The lines that I want people to think about is sweet pressure fills me to the brim and I have no time for the pain or for pain. It's because that when we're doing something, oftentimes we're like overrun or we're too drunk on our emotions that we don't exactly process logically or think about what we are doing. So I think I like this line since it contradicts it is relatable to all of people, I guess, since many of us do things overrun or with our emotions. And I think that it's best if we do take a moment to step back and think through our decisions and our things and our actions so that we won't be filled with regrets or things like that in the end. Yeah, that's mine.
So, ang line na feel na ko a lot of people can relate is my last lines. Kung tagaan kog tsansa na makabalik kung sa orasa, dito ko mabalik panahon na akong problema kay ambon na lang ni mama. Because I know a lot of people, agi sila silang childhood, and based akong sulti kanina na kanang, bisag elder people, kabaw ko na, gibuyangaw sila silang childhood, nga kanang, kung like layo lagay ang life nila before sa life nila karon, and kanang kabaw ko na daghan tao na makarelate ato kay kita to na nakaagi sa tong childhood na daghan og experience, and like layo siya sa like problems these days.
Thank you. And one more just before we move on to our next intermission. Is there any like last things that you want to share? Maybe there's an idea or something that you weren't able to express during this short interview. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
For me, I think my poem is about feelings, man God, and sometimes our explanation is not kanang dili pa siya enough to like express what we really kanang feeling, especially sa time good nga mag-breakdown good ta kana good nga time kay just to mention this kanang especially if naka sa suicidal na like kanang place na to kanang what do you call this one decision na should I fight or like live things behind na lang and kanang end my life or something like that. I know it's very kanang dark, no, but like I don't want to ano magad like kanang marag sugarcoat nga ay sus kana ra I think kanang feeling agad nimo na sometimes we have to kanang think of ourselves pod na like don't think about other people's kanang opinion about you because you're not an opinion of anybody, and you can only conclude yourself as clean if you'll choose what you want to do and don't let other people makes you do a thing that you don't want to do it yourself, and like in short, don't let other people control you because they don't own you. Nobody owns you.
Okay, so my poem's about loving someone so much that your life depends on them, your happiness depends on them, your peace. I just want to say that if you do love someone like that, make sure it's someone you're willing to spend the rest of your life with. Because there will always come a time when that person will leave, and when you put your peace on them, what happens is when they leave, you end up empty, hollow, heartbroken, or all that. But worse is you end up as someone who doesn't know how to feel new things without hurting. So be careful, guys. Don't be foolish enough.
So, ang akong part na, like, wala na ako na kuhan sa akong poem is, ang message sa mga new generation karon na, enjoy your childhood, guys, kaya dili na dyan na siya mabalik, and, huwag lang ang time na don't waste your time sa mga, like, sa stupid things, like, kanang mo sabay sa trend, kay, dili dyan na siya, dili sa kumaingon na kan, pero, kana enjoy your childhood na malingaw ka na naka-story sa imong mga like mga sa imong mga anak or apupuhon na nindot imong childhood and dili sa like sa nutrients sa imong masabay kay Muna siya. Wala ba ako kabaw sa akong ikuan, pero muna siya.
So,
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you to everyone thank you for your answering our questions. They're really,
so amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
and this really spoke about, what we were talking about at the start, how even more so than just the things that, are myths and our legends or real horrors are, the ones in real life that we have to be able to face, Jode, because it's not something we can just close our reading. It's really something that we have to be able to confront.
Real. So, for our intermission, can we please welcome again the one-man band,
Adam!
The song is called Amtrak.
I can't begin to wonder how we ended up last night. I love you like no other. While you are by my side, you can't keep me warm. Yeah, you can't keep me warm.
So, thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Adam from USC SHS Sonata Band Club. Woo! So, for the next segment, we have kanang talents
They
from
can't see you, girl.
our
Okay, they can see us.
of our
Hi,
very
everyone.
own Hulma.
Hulma!
Guys, you won't believe kinsay mo ba sa siyang balak. Can we have guesses? No? Okay. It's him! That's the real horror. So, can we please welcome Aryan, June, Awesome, Lazaga!
Hi, guys.
Bye.
You know, at this point, I hope you already know me. You know,
Don't.
I'm not gonna be so hopeful that maybe you like me yet. Maybe it'll take a while longer. But you know, I'm here to read my poem too. So this is my poem. It's called How to Be a Good Son. Start with the meat. Crab is good. It is your mother's favorite. She opens the shells and delicately peels away the refuse to give you the prized white flesh. Yet, she does not know it closes your throat and prickles your eyes. She does not know that they taste like spines forcing their way down. Next, prepare your aromatics. Your father taught you to mince vegetables how you want them. A sharp knife gets the job done quickest, but it is harder to notice when you cut yourself. You do not know where the slits in your skin are or when you made them while learning. You only know that they ache, too much to ignore, but too little to deal with. Make sure to keep salt on hand. The sting only burns open wounds. Put a pot of water over high heat, add the aromatics, then place the crabs in. Remember to boil them alive. That's it, guys.
That was
And-
horrifying!
What was horrifying was reading that. And for our next poet, you guys are never gonna believe it. You're never gonna believe who our next poet is.
It's
Kendall
me!
Faye Medicialo Kabatingan! Woo!
Again.
Again.
Mm. So this poem is called, it's called Untitled because Okay, so let me start. The image that I showed you is just that, an image. Do you see past this transgression? Well, I have to confess to you as well, because my absolution goes like this. I'm sorry for the late nights. I'm sorry for the hot head. I'm sorry for the gauze pads on my knees, pus leaking out and dripping down my calf. I'm sorry for the rocks in my mouth. I'm sorry for the scraped chin. Every prayer comes with forgiveness that I only hope I can achieve. Tell me, will you grant this rowdy kid a second chance? Because I feel the cruelty. Your gaze on me in the rearview mirror pierces like nails. My back almost feels wooden. Thanks, guys!
So you can tell this is kind of a weird one because we were the readers, but we're also
We're bali.
interviewing. Oh my God, we're Bali. That's crazy.
Whoa, that was weird.
Yeah, that was so weird. But you know, what's even weirder is we're literally also the guests.
Yeah,
You know,
it's just a conversation.
it's literally just a conversation. So tell me, Kendall Faye Medicialo Kabatingan.
Aryan?
Yes, Kendall Faye Medicialo
Aryan June,
Kabatingan.
awesome.
Anyway, yeah. So, with our theme of, you know, not only contemporary issues, but also the issues within yourself.
Horror, the
Horror.
self-horrors.
Yeah, horror of, you know, exploring yourself.
That's really terrifying.
It actually is.
Crazy.
Can you tell me about the themes of your poem? You know, a little subtext,
Guys,
little background.
the prompt of this poem was, I forgot. Kiat lang ang aki. I think that was it. Yeah. So,
That was
you know,
it.
yeah, you know, youthful ignorance, blissful ignorance, not so blissful ignorance, knowing, but still ignoring. That's basically the theme. I'm sorry for being crazy. I'm sorry for being kiat. That's basically the theme of it. What about you? You cooker? Chef.
Cooker, wow. Interesting. So interesting. Anyway, so for the theme of my poem, you know, it's actually crazy. Crazy. I
Crazy?
noticed that we both kind of have the same general idea with
That's
our
crazy.
poem. It is crazy. Because, yeah, my poetry is also about how, especially in your relationships with other people, like sometimes you would like do things that maybe you don't want to do or do things that don't really make you happy because
It's actually based off the truth, right? You have a shellfish allergy.
I have a shellfish allergy.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
You can't eat crab
I can't eat crab.
Or shrimp?
Or shrimp.
or lobster?
Or we can't afford lobster.
I don't
Anyway, yeah, you know, sometimes in your relationships with people, especially with people you like really love or you feel, you know, indebted to, sometimes you do things that, you know, you don't really want to do or act away because that's what they want from you and you just kind of have to go with it, you know, because it's like, it's not like you can do anything else about it, you know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. You keep saying that word.
It's from Batman. Anyways,
Batman's in the audience right now. Hi, Batman.
say hi. Whoa, she's very loud.
Yeah,
Wow.
she took a break from Gotham to come here. Anyway, I digress. So, you know what you mentioned about how your theme about your poem, it's like specific about kids. Do you think it's something that's still resonant with you today? Because it seems like a lot of what you wrote about, it's like from the perspective of someone who's like younger than you are,
Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess. You know,
I guess. Great answer. Can you,
So-
you know, elaborate, elucidate
So-
us?
so yeah, I think it still rings true because, to quote my parents, kiat kaya ko, kiat kaya ko. And even though I know that I shouldn't be at my big age be acting like that. So yeah, I also think it rings true, 'cause especially with the people I know who are always also kiat and also in the battle between doing things without their parents knowing. It's very relevant right now, especially with the way that the guilt festers within you, and you can't really do anything about it other than hoping that they forgive you, which is crazy.
Is that your favorite word? Do we have a word of the day?
Crazy.
Yeah.
K-R-I-Z-Z-Y.
Wow, spelling lesson with Kendall Faye Medichello Kabatingan, guys.
Yes, see me at the spelling bee.
Woo! Anyway, you know, I actually feel the same way, but you know, my poem, it feels very relevant to me right now also. And something that I really want to try to do more with my own poetry is like, you know, even though it's something I relate to, it might not be something that everyone else relates to. So with this poem, I tried to make it so that it's like, it's my own feelings, but at the same time, it's something that I hope will be able to resonate within other people. Like,
Definitely resonates.
wow, thank you. Like
Don't worry.
Thank you. Like it'll, you know, other people will also be able to be like, yeah, you know what, that's also my experience. Because something I read from Ocean Vuong, by the way. Ocean Vuong! Something I read from him was that with poetry, or specifically more like metaphors, it's also like an act of empathy where what you're trying to write, it's not just about you, you know, it's also something that you want your reader to feel. So it, in a way, it's like, even if a person is not there, or even if, you know, poems from like 100 years ago, you can still read it and you can still empathize with someone who's like probably dead.
Exactly, because when you read a poem, you will understand it. Because everyone knows that poetry is a collective consciousness.
Ah!
Central metaphor.
So, Kendall Faye Medicelo Kabatingan.
Arian Chunoso.
Is there any part of a poem you think, like a line, a really striking line that you want to leave with your audience? Maybe something you want them to think about?
It cannot be seen, but I think I want the form to really stick with the audience.
Yeah, I guess, you know.
The form, which I will not mention, it's very special. And so,
Yeah, I guess that's the thing, because, you know, differences between spoken and written. With spoken, you can really, like, give your
Hear.
emotions. Because
Written.
it's a person reading it out.
see.
Yeah, but with written poetry, it's like, you know, how the words are arranged is also a really important part. But, like, how about within the text itself? You know?
What sticks out to me the most in this is I'm sorry for the rocks in my mouth. Because it's not a metaphor, it's literal. I was acting out and there were literally rocks in my mouth. And I feel like it's also a good metaphor because rocks, you know, they're jagged, whoa! And they cut up the inside of your mouth and it hurts.
Did you know that there are actually animals that eat rocks?
Like me! Yeah, me when I was 7. There is an animal that eats rocks.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, I know that.
So for me, I think the part that I really wanted to leave behind, or something that's like striking to me, is the last line, which is remember to boil them alive.
Alive.
Because something that I've been reading on is how scientists have a really hard time determining whether or not an animal can actually feel pain when it comes to less mammalian animals, like crab, obviously, invertebrates. So I wanted to add that line because there's also that more, I guess, like scientific-ish context where it's like, yeah, when you cook a crab or a lobster, I guess, you really have to boil it alive so that it will be well enough to eat when it's being cooked. But then there are also people who are like, you know, that's animal cruelty. You're boiling them alive. But then people aren't actually sure whether or not these animals can feel pain. So like, you know, there's that idea where it's like, is it only wrong when the person who is suffering can actually experience the suffering? Because, you know, the crab in the end is always going to be cooked, whether or not it feels the pain. But does it feeling the pain make it worse that you're cooking it, you know?
Exactly.
So that's really something that I wanted to leave because, yeah, I love science.
Nerd, tell us a bug fact
Yeah.
right now.
Hmm?
Tell me a fact about bugs.
A fact about bugs, we're not in this poem. That's a fun fact.
It's not fun.
But if you do want to read my poetry about bugs, Hulma plug, we have like a folio coming out
Someday,
Someday.
in the
I think
near future.
like February or something. I know I looked at the Facebook live or whatever.
And
I looked at
And
the
also, if you don't want to wait because you're impatient, which me too, Hulma actually, oh my God!
Oh my God,
It's
our
from the
president!
president! The president!
Our president came just now. We have our chat
Chat
box
books. Can
full
you see?
of great
Can you see?
Hulma writing.
Amazing!
Yeah. So if you
Amazing.
don't want to wait till February for our folio to be out, that's around during intramural season. We have this right now that you can buy and pre-order.
Literally amazing.
You know, I looked at the Facebook Live comments myself. I see you guys watching us. I know there are lots of people from other schools who are watching us right now. So, you know, if you want to buy this, you wanna make some foster like great connections
Literally,
inter-school.
yeah.
You can buy our chat book.
Amazing.
It's only 50 pesos.
50 contains English, Filipino, and Cebuano content.
Yeah.
The loudest creative writing club in Cebu City.
Hulma, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all our Hulma plugs, I think. Yeah, but you gotta keep up with us on our Facebook page. and
Instagram
everything.
at Whole Mystery. We
Yeah.
have really good Instagram stories by a renowned spoken poet.
Yeah, you should watch those. Oh,
Amazing.
and also, again, not just us, also Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel, because, they're
Get in
really
here.
letting us use this space and the time to be able to make our radio show, guys.
Yeah, woo!
So I think you, particularly, have yapped enough. So we are gonna go into our next intermission again.
From the one-man band,
Adam!
Woo!
Idol!
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 Idol.
Yeah. Hi, Adam. Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Renzo, can you write like a
The song's called Allison.
Adam, you've been so good to us this whole episode. Our one-man band for real.
One-man band. Wow.
Thank you.
Yo.
Now, before we end, we actually have one more extra super special speaker.
Guys, prepare yourselves.
Prepare your
Hold
mind.
your horses.
Hold.
Hold.
What? that doesn't even. Anyway, ignore. You should know how to do metaphors better, actually. Isn't this like what
It's
we're.
an idiom. People know that.
Oh my god.
You don't know
Yeah,
that?
that's my bad, actually. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Mga
Anyway.
Twilistan.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, everyone. Anyway, introducing our last poet for today, our super special guest. He is someone who is very special. He is our editor-in-chief in Hulma.
What?
And he is also someone who was in the folio from last year. And he
Whoa.
also has something here in this chapbook.
Whoa!
And he has lots of stuff going on that makes him really cool.
Whoa!
Anyway, introducing our editor-in-chief, our
President.
our president, that's a word, sorry. Our president of Hulma, our editor-in-chief and president, idol, introducing Renzo Flor-de-Lis.
He deserves 2 microphones.
Yeah. Introducing Renzo, wow. Middle. Wow.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hi, Renzo.
Welcome. So, I'm gonna read one poem that I wrote pag January, I think. It's called An Elegy to the Fallen in the March of Progress. Taas na eh. It's so pretentious. Pero sige na lang. Okay. Retrospects on the jeepney windshield. Iridescent oil slicks are congealing on the aging asphalt. Behind us, a rallying steel convoy idling on neutral. Beside me, the formless pall of vivid futures untaken. Engraved objects in mirror are closer than they appear. I wonder what they think of us now, those souls peeking up from the dreary dregs, silent ecclesiastes grinded away to empty eternity, the scent of humid ardor, detergent, welding fumes, the taste of fresh bread, gunpowder, and Friday banknotes. The march of progress waits for no one, not even to the pallid pensioners in the cancer ward, nor the picketing bus driver and the farmer's son. The human cost of progress is only collateral fodder that wets the bloody wheels of market share values. You cannot argue with the dialectics of a cancer cell, even when it built the system from the ground up and pulled the world from sticks to bones and feeds on promises of milk and money, all in the name of unlimited growth. A million lost stories unfurl in the static, stand proud behind their massing choral silhouette, and when the golden hour airs their whispered cries, you might see quiet repose in Gumamela sunset and hear hopeful dreams of Kalachuchi sunrise. Wow! Okay. Not very proud of that one. It's too long. Pero, explanation? Explain ba, no?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep it as short as I can. So, ang inspiration ito, guys, is mainly, kani, 1898, 3 de Abril. So, as you all know, basahon ako verbatim. Asam to eh. Ang kasaysayan ng Pilipinas ay kasaysayan ng tunggalian ng iilan naghaharing uri at ng ang malawak na masa ng sambayanang inaapi at pinagsasamantalaan. So anyways, it's a history of struggles, class struggles specifically. So, pagsugod pa. It's been realized by Leon Kilat in Pag-3 de Abril na we really need to fight. But now, ang unsa na karon. it's still the same. Mura ra gyapon tag, inapi. You still have to work para makuan. Amo to. Inspiration to that to is ang katong pag December 30, 2023. That was deadline sa consolidation sa PUV. So anyways, daghang kig nawag taong trabaho ato. And wala gyud mo padungog silahang mga concerns. Datos man ay kuan. Gibutang na ko dito online nga picketing bus driver. And kuan. And the thing about katong POV modernization is wala jud siya ni kuan. Wala jud siya ni take effect og klaro. Because right now, they're trying to repeal it because it's failing. So, di ba, nakaas na. Daghang kig mga millions of jobs and livelihoods nga nawagtang all for nothing. So, yun ko lang nagkasulti ato because it's really didactic na. Pero, magsugod na lang ako sa akong ad read. Because of course, di ka mabuhi kung wala ads. Kani? The chapbook. Proudly edited by me. Dara, editor-in-chief. That's me. Kan, gusto mong sumama? Gusto mo bang sumama? The Alapaap Variations is very much inspired by another book nga Variations Pudangan. This is based sa usa ka kanta sa Eraserheads nga kuan Alapaap ang nanagusangan. Try the lyrics. Masdan mo aking mata, di mo ba makikita? Ako'y lumilipad at nasa alapaap na. Gusto mo bang sumama? So anyways, mo na siya ang basis sa kuan. Mo na siya ang prompt. So there's 11 kabuok gisuwat diri poems and non-fiction and fiction. All very short, 100 words or less. Usually less. There's a lot of them, all with illustrations made by Julia and Jean Bravo of STEM 12E2. So, dere all 4 strands of USC Senior High School, Humes, AD, STEM, o ABM, they're all present here. Mora dyan siya the microcosm of USC. So, I think, dapat dyan siya koan, English, Filipino, Cebuano. That's all 3 languages that we speak. Wow. So,
Wow.
magamit dyan inyong koan na guys. Anyways, each copy, 50 pesos only, with a personalized stamp. Naray pre-order form sa mong Facebook page. Each copy is handmade and made with love and care. The next thing I'm going to advertise, aside from the chapbook, which is so lovely and awesome and amazing, just like our host, crazy. Aww. Kilig sa sila. Next episode, we're having spoken word poetry contest right here. Spoken word poetry contest right here in Palmgrass Heritage Hotel, Cebu. That's second Saturday of December. So December 14. We're gonna be here. There's gonna be 1 judge and a lot of contestants. Ano sa itong prize? I don't know. Anyways, kamo na ng ano. Basta nindot kay ang prize, nindot sa kayong contest. It's gonna be so pumped up and so kanang nervous and stuff. And mora to.
Thank you, Renzo Flor-de-Lis, Editor-in-Chief, President of Hulma.
Amazing.
So, disregard what I said before. We actually have another super exciting thing for everyone. Everyone right here with us today, and everyone listening back at, I don't know, wherever you are. On Facebook Live, we got like a little bit of an open mic going on too, just like last episode, which by the way, I'm pretty sure the last episode is still available to
Yep.
watch. So if you wanna say you were here from the start, you know,
You
like,
have to watch it.
yeah, to get the lore, the continuity, you know,
Yeah.
you have to be updated because we're like, what's the word? We're like always changing.
We're dynamic.
We're
Ang
dynamic.
wika ay dinamiko.
Oh my God, yeah, right, so real. So yeah, right now we have an open mic, which means we got open mic time. Woo! So now the mic is open for
The
people.
reading.
The reading.
Yay.
Yay! Woo! Yeah, the mic is open now. Does anyone in our audience want to read something? Because the mic is open. Woo! Come here. Or here. Woo! So, introduce yourself to the audience.
Let's welcome with claps.
Okay, so my name is Sol. Akong piso pa na human. Sige lang. Okay, palingkod siya. Okay. Ang title is Kinsay Nagpatay sa Asukar. Okay, atong tanawon kung sakto ba? Kinsay nagpatay sa asukar. Dili kini suicide iyang gihonghong. Usa kini ka-homicide. Pero kinsa kaha ang nagpatay sa asukar? Murag kasina sa suspect ang nitukar. Si Kapiba ang suod nga higala nga nasuya kay iyang kapait malabwan taga-templa sa taong hinamis. Si Suka ba ang hilom nga bisita kasabay sa kinilaw nga talong og atsara, gusto niya nga iyang kaaslom ra ang mag-inusarang matagamtam sa dila. O si Asin ba ang kasina niya di malabuan, wa na kauyon nga adunay buwad nga tamis sa tabuan. Matod niya ang buwad dapat parat, sama sa lasa sa dagat. Kinsay gapatay sa asukar, ug ang detective giposasan ang iyang dila, nganuman. Kay ang iyang kaugalingong dila, ang dili na andam mo tagamtam, wala na niya masabti ang tinuod nga lasa. Igo ra, gisupsop ang katamis, unya giluwa. Kinsay gapatay sa asukar. That's all.
Wow! Amazing! So,
Thank you. And remember, the open mic is still open.
if anyone wants to read,
Yeah, anyone wants to read? Hearts. Look at this is like such a cute setup, right? You're gonna look so cute
you're gonna be
when
clouded.
you read your poetry, like right here. Oh, I kind of can't be seen. You can be seen, but I. So,
Kalain.
yeah, well.
So crazy.
Okay, we have another person for the open mic. Okay, promise guys, we're not like wasting your time. But there's like a little bit of a waiting time. So we're gonna fill the air with the faces
will?
of your amazing hosts.
We're so amazing. Wait,
Yeah.
can you even imagine? Can you
Yeah.
just imagine?
Oh yeah. We have like a live audience. You have to be like, I'm sorry, what's the
Have
word?
you guys eaten lunch? When's yung sudan?
We can't read the chat actually, but if anyone is actually answering that,
We love you.
We appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
And anyone who's like, in the Cebu area or wants to come to the Cebu area.
Pangatto diri.
Yeah, I'm just gonna repeat what our amazing president, editor-in-chief, Renzo
Renzo
Flor-de-Lis,
Flor-de-Lis.
what he said. We're having a spoken poetry competition next
yeah.
month. So if you're in the Cebu area, if you're planning on coming to the Cebu area,
Come
you could
here.
totally drop on by,
Yeah.
join the poetry
It's
contest
amazing.
here at Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel. And to any viewers that we have who are Carolinians.
Carolinians! University of San Carlos.
Yeah, anyway. So if there are any Carolinians in the audience right now who are watching and you kind of don't know where Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel is, a quick thing to know is it's actually really near the back gate of downtown
USC
campus, Maine. So you could come here and you can join our poetry contest next month. So now we're introducing our next poet for our open mic. Everybody,
Clap,
people in the
guys.
audience, clap, guys.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, I'm gonna read three. Tulo ka ba ko read? Okay, ah? Yeah. The first, ha? Oh, dali ka, tiyo. Display ka kapil. Dito sa. Ayaw mo na iluwag na. Okay, dugunitin. So, ang first one kay Kaati Sol. Ang first one ako din. Yeah, second one kay from Ate Sol. So, kanina lang. I'm gonna read like Ate Sol's poetry. Entitled, is this yours, Ate? Huh? Yeah, Ate Sol today. So, the title is Country Girl. To my soulmate, here I write my longing, by the sea where mountains are blending. In this pearl of the Orient Sea where we stood alone, will there be dawn at which our love finds its home? I seek thy flesh offered by Carabao mango trees, but am alarmed by how their fruits can be sweet, outshining even the gust of the calamai treat. Art thou among these folks, or has fate not set? I wonder thy journey silhouette begets. I wonder if thou a tango of crickets brave and rare. I wonder if thou a song sung by Maya birds in the air, or a ukulele yon strums tales of love with flair. Just know I'm here waiting without fear for the day our paths align, drawing the near. So that's everything for Ate Sol's poetry under the collection of poems Idyllic, which you can find in OK YouTube Publishing. The second one is a poetry collection still about a woman. So from Mathematics of a Woman, the poetry is entitled Owl's Dinner. So the sun fell asleep at 8:30, where those who flies traveled, those who walks sowed, those who swims ate, and those that bear started detaching from a branch that emitted light at night. A reversible toe flapped its wings over and called it a feast. Soft feathers wrapped Aphrodite's child, desiring to bear her own, but she only belongs to a home where moon starts kissing the sun. Bots refused to wake up with them and wished Athena to whistle the morning wind and blow her rounded wings to where you are suited. So that's all for the Mathematics is a Woman. The last one is I don't have a physical book copy yet because it's still ongoing. It's still traveling from India to Philippines, so I only have a draft right now. So, behind the steps of cooking ginisang kalabasa. I overslept for intramurals and missed out on what was happening at school the whole morning. My dad quickly gave me a ride, and when I got there, I noticed a lady guard standing in the path of the only available parking spot left. My dad had to step out to ask her what was going on, but as soon as we both turned our attention back to the lady, she disappeared. My father and I talked about what was happening, but we agreed to just let it go. Since Halloween is around the corner, it's natural to encounter such things, he reasoned out with a chuckle. During lunch, I noticed our school guards huddled together in the corner, engaging in casual conversation and enjoying their meal. However, none of them looked like female guard we encountered in the parking lot. I mean, they were all males. So I asked one of them about a female guard, and he became silent. He said that the last time they had a female guard was 7 years ago. She passed away because of a car accident. She rescued a grade school student from crossing the road, which led to her death. The friends I know who have been here for almost 10 years said they had only heard a little about her. I was absolutely floored. I couldn't utter a word. I shared it with my dad, and he convinced me to talk me out of believing in those things. But deep down, I wondered how quickly people are forgotten after a person splits their soul from their body. I headed home, mulling over what just occurred, and my mother asked me to buy kalabasa. My mom cooked ginisang kalabasa. As she slices the kalabasa, it feels like fragments of memories were being torn apart that day. Every seed that was removed was the shattered bones of the lady guard resting inside the coffin. The aroma of salted garlic and onion is reminiscent of forgotten souls. Adding shredded dried fish and quickly cooking it before adding the kalabasa gives it a touch of an anesthetic view of death. Once the beans have been stirred for 2 minutes, it hits me how quickly her death has passed. When the water had evaporated completely, the haunting memory of this day vanished. Finally, the dish has been served, and my mom added a dash of ground black pepper to enhance the flavor of the meal. The aroma of the dish screams nutrients. It takes me back to the authentic spirit of the Halloween season. It satisfies our hunger and gives birth to a hero who rescued a child. So this piece is actually inspired from a story based on USC North Campus about a lady guard who died before. But yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
Woo! Can we ask our people who came for open mic
Thank you, guys.
we'd like to thank everyone who was able to attend.
Thanks.
And for this second episode of Hulma and Friends. this is-
Spooky edition.
Yeah, spooky edition. Yeah, thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you to everybody who is watching, both live and in our, Facebook Live audience. Thank you so much to Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel for letting us use your space. Really have a space to talk about poetry, talk about our own poems. Because, future of Cebuano literature.
Exactly. We
wait,
are
no.
the...
Jose Rizal once said,
Ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. Wow! Can't believe he said that.
he's so real for that. We love you, Jose
Thank
Rizal.
you, Jose Rizal.
Woo!
Thank you, Mo. I feel a spiritual support
Yeah.
from the grave. Because it's
Wow.
spooky edition, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's like ghost is like sitting right here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I actually don't know what to say. So thank you again to everybody who attended all the way, and even to the people who joined, I don't know, in the middle of the radio show, or people who are in the live audience. As I've said, we really appreciate your
love
viewership,
you.
guys. So thank you again for coming.
Thank you so much. Spooky edition,
the real
woohoo.
horrors, contemporary issues,
Exactly.
and dealing with your own internal conflicts.
Exactly.
That's the real horror in life,
So
guys.
scary.
Actually horrifying.
Be prepared.
Yeah. So once again, thank you to Palmgrass Cebu Heritage Hotel for, like I said,
Everything.
letting us use the space. And if you want to be part of the spoken word competition that's happening next month, more details coming soon, by the way, you totally can. You just have to be in, this is the young poets of Cebu, the future of Cebuano literature.
Again, woo!
So if you're in junior high school or senior high school age, we'll post more specifics soon. You can join our spoken word contest. And if you want to know where Cebu Palmgrass Heritage Hotel is, for the Carolinians in the audience, and I hope there are Carolinians in the audience, I have been advertising. Also, support your clubs, guys. If you guys want to know, we're actually really near main campus. That's
Yeah.
downtown campus. It's
The
actually
back
super
gate.
close. Yeah, from the
Malakuan
back
na.
gate, you can just
Kaya na.
walk here. It's super near if you need a reference.
Exactly.
And if you're from I don't know, North Campus or South Campus, I'm pretty sure there's just one Jeep that passes through all the way, right? I think so. Yeah, that's what I was told. Anyway, no, we're just trying to elucidate the audience.
Elucidate.
I saw that in an email once. So now I'm like using it. Elucidate.
Oh,
you
like
know?
crazy.
Yeah, like crazy. Yeah, anyway.
This is crazy.
This is so crazy. Again, thank you to everyone
so
in the
much for everyone
audience.
for watching.
See you next episode.
See you next episode. Woo!
Let's end on a cute train. Like, I don't know. Bye, guys. Oh, you didn't heart with. I feel.
Because you're bending down.
Okay.
Again.
You can look. You can be fully seen. I feel like I have to bend down so that I can be seen. But evidently, you don't have to. You don't have to bend
I'm
down.
gonna punch you.
Oh, okay. Cut the camera. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Is this what it's like from your?
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, guys. See you next month.
See you.
See you. Our heart is like not